With the Nifty just a couple of hundred points shy of its lifetime high, India Today Group's global business editor Udayan Mukherjee spoke to market guru Vijay Kedia of Kedia Securities about the way ahead. Listen in to what the ace investor has to say about his preference for small and mid-cap companies.
How has it been for small caps? Because a lot of small cap portfolios over the last 1 year have not done very well. Things have started improving now, but what's been your experience over the last year or two with small caps?
Udayan, thank you very much for having me. First of all, I am very happy with these small and mid caps where I am investing. And what my experience is that index is still yet to touch a new high, or may have touched briefly. I don't know. I'm not tracking it. But the small and mid caps have risen 4 times and 5 times in last 2 years. So my experience has been very good. So I'm happy.
But tell me, small cap investing is never easy. Some of these names that you mentioned, like Repro and Vaibhav, they don't give you rewards in the time frame often that you have in mind. You have to be very patient. How do you approach some of these names which do not actually start giving you returns in a 2-3 year time frame? Do you stay the course and wait for the story to play out, or do you cut some of them out of your portfolio? What is the balancing act between for some of these names which are not quite multi-baggers soon after you buy them?
You see, Vaibhav did reward me maybe 1 year after I bought, and Repro had also rewarded me. But finally, but due to COVID and all, their disruption got disrupted, so the stock price fell down. So that is okay, because as long as I said that stay in the sunset industry, sunrise industry at any cost. Cost could be high and cost could be low. Stock may perform, stock may not perform. But as long as the story intact, as long as you believe that the sun is still rising, so it's okay. Sometimes sun is in the clouds, sometimes it is in the open. So this is stock market. You are never 100% right. Even if 50-60% is your, if you are right in this market, then this is enough for you.
What in your book is a sunset industry, Vijay? Let me ask you that. What kind of sectors or stocks do you stay out of? Because these days, all kinds of stocks have done well. Coal India, for example, which in many investors' eyes would qualify as a sunset industry, coal, or NTPC, or even tobacco like ITC, they have done well. What are the sectors that you stay away from?
You see, I have never bought all these companies like Coal India and like REC and ITC. Of course, that was a bad choice, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. So so far, sunset industry is concerned. I will give you one example that I had bought this IT industry in 2019. Sorry, after COVID in 2020 and 21, 2 companies I had bought. So one was Intellect Design, another was NIIT. And I held on to them. They became multi-bagger also in 2 years' time. But after that, 1 year back, or maybe 1.5 years, I exited because I realized that maybe now the flavor in this theme is over. So that could be a sunset industry to me, only for these 2 shares. But there is exception to the rules also. Like Persistent is at all-time high, and Coforge or some not Coforge, some Cyient and all these. There are 2-3 shares in the same sector which are at all-time high. So it depends that. So what I will say that if I find that the story in my company is over or plateaued or stagnant, maybe for a long time, maybe for 2-3 years, then I would like to exit. This is what I mean by sunset. Yeah.
Sure. You mentioned IT, but what about pharmaceuticals? Have you ever been a keen investor in that sector? I think I saw Neuland Labs in your portfolio as well. How's that worked out?
Worked out very well. I bought a truck around some 300-400 rupees. I don't know. After that, it went up 3,000 rupees. And 3,000 rupees, from 3,000 rupees, it fell down to 1,000 rupees. Now 1,000 rupees it is back to 2,700 rupees. And all these things happen in a span of 3 years. So this is what your patience is tested in this market. So that has worked out well for me, Neuland, and I think maybe the new path for this company has begun.
It's interesting to see a portfolio which does not have too much of financial stocks. But I saw your portfolio. You don't have too many banks, too many NBFCs. Is there an aversion to that sector for you?
Not aversion. I had bought some Canara Bank and one other POB and all 1 year back. But my problem with me is all these banks are large cap and all. So that is, I have a weakness that I cannot hold on to the shares which are liquid in the market. Whatever little bit money I have made in this market because of the illiquidity in my stock. because that stops me from selling whenever market is falling, And suppose if I feel that index is going to go down, say 10% from here, then it's a temptation that you can sell your shares in the market in spite of having a bearish view. You don't sell, so that temptation, I cannot resist to that temptation. So I have to sell. So that is why liquid shares I don't buy, and that was the reason that And second thing, this BFSI or mainly these banks and all they are very slow shares. There is no thrill. So that is, I want some. I buy some shares which are really. They should have growth and they should have fluctuation. Otherwise I don't get sleep.
No, that's a strange one. But you're not a trader, Vijay, are you? I mean, do you do futures and options? Because you said thrill and stocks should go up and down. I mean, do you trade actively?
No. I don't trade. I am just sitting like an elephant or whatever you call it, like a camel, as they say. I don't trade, but it gives me thrill. Oh, today it has gone up 100 rupees, then next day it's falling 50 rupees. So, it makes me feel that I am alive. Like suppose, something is happening. Although I don't take advantage of that, I don't sell them at any level unless I have turned bearish in the company, which very seldom it happens. I don't sell them.
Now, since you mentioned that when you have a view that the market might fall 10%, you're tempted to sell large cap companies. What's your view now in the market, Vijay? I mean, if you had liquid large cap shares, would you hold them today, or would you be tempted to sell them after the recent rally?
No, I do not have any large cap shares so far. I remember now. So all are mid caps only.
If you had them.
If you had, of course, I would have sold and bought mid caps, of course, because I find mid caps still have great opportunity. Udayan, I don't work or don't invest on the base of technicals and all.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.